Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So, the sun has now moved away from Saturn, thank goodness. Okay, those Saturn lessons have been pretty intense. And today is conjunct the North Node, all right? So there's going to be a lot of fated things that are taking place. There's going to be a lot of fated conversations that's going to be taking place, events, okay? Specifically with the media, it could also be with people within religion, okay? There could be a lot that's brought up with that, all right? Now, we still have Saturn at that infamous MB degree, okay? And if you've noticed, over the weekend, there's been a lot of explosions. There's been a lot of pew-pews, okay? There's a lot going on. Emotions are extremely heightened. And I do want to add that Mars has now gotten out of that critical 18 degree that is the exact same as that 22 degree point, all right? In Cancer. Now, the moon is now in Scorpio and is conjunct Lilith and working its way to Poseidon. Okay, luckily this grand water trine's getting a little loose. Okay, it's getting a little loose, so it's not going to be as intense as it was over the last year. Okay, having Saturn retrograde, Mars retrograde, really keeping a lot of that war on the water there, okay? I did see somewhere where the last wreck that was in the ocean between the two ships, they're saying that was intentional. So luckily, this is easing up, so we're going to kind of start moving away from that, thank God. But keep in mind, every time the moon activates part of that grand water trine, things are brought up to the surface, all right? And this will be taking place later this evening, moving in tomorrow. So as the moon gets closer, we could actually start seeing more of that come about. Now, Neptune is at that final degree of Pisces, and it almost feels like waiting for the curtain to open and the show to begin. Like, what's coming next? What's coming next? What's gonna happen? Okay, it does feel that way. So, hold on to your seats. That's all I'm going to say, all right? The moon is conjunct Lilith. Lilith has finished up her time in Libra. So there could be a lot of things brought to light. Now, Venus has now retrograded back to the 6th degree point. And really, Mercury and Venus are both in a square with white moon Selena. Mercury is now at that 9 degree point in an exact square with Cupido. So emotions are extremely heightened. There's a lot of war energy in the air. Okay, really, with Saturn, Mars and Cancer. Now, y'all, a year ago, I told you this Mars and Cancer truly is crimes of passion. All right. There's a reason why all three water signs are the highest when it comes to serial cuckoo. Okay. Look it up. Look up the zodiac signs and see the ones that rank at the top. Okay. This is where crimes of passion, because water signs feel so deep that sometimes the feelings can overrun logical thoughts, okay? So the entire collective is truly feeling this, specifically with this Venus and Mercury and Aries is kind of like, I'm going to attack, I'm going to fight. As I have mentioned, guys, pause, take a deep breath, all right? Go for a walk, ground. do whatever you got to do to kind of help transmute that energy, because it can take over. Okay, this is where blackouts can truly happen. Okay, and I found it quite interesting that they're trying to label the people that truly lose their mind over hating Daddy T. Okay, people that lose their mind over him, labeling that as a mental illness. Like, these truly are the times that we're in. There's going to be a lot that's hidden, okay, with this Saturn, Sun, conjunct the North Node, Neptune in the final degrees. Okay, there's going to be a lot that's hidden that is brought to light. Things that have been done over the last, I'm going to say, 6 years. I'm going to go back to 2018-19 when the plans started taking place with 2020. Okay, there's going to be a lot of that is brought to light. All right. Remember your spiritual hygiene. Remember to call in divine protection every single day, specifically with the Saturn at 22 degrees. Okay, because that is the infamous or being degrees. Okay. For me, it is every single day. I am calling my energy back. I am bringing in divine protection, and I'm wrapping me in a white light of divine protection, and then activating the mirrors around that so that any and all energy that is sent to me is immediately mirrored back to the sender. So it's like when people talk, when people say things, when people send their intentions, their thoughts, dark magic, whatever, as soon as it comes at me, there's a wall that's there and it immediately goes back to them. So every single day, be on your spiritual hygiene. Okay, be on the lookout for more to come with what is being brought to light as far as Elon is concerned. Okay, there's going to be more that's brought to light there. And I also want you all to keep your eye on RFK. RFK actually started laying the foundation with this Virgo lunar eclipse, okay? And I've told you guys the best way to work with this Pisces and Virgo axis is to really lean into your spiritual and your physical body aspect. Okay, you got to bring both of those into balance, right? Are you truly of service? Are you truly showing up for yourself before you show up for humanity? Because that's truly being of service, not being a doormat. Okay, Pisces doesn't know boundaries. Virgo can be an asshole. So truly is finding that balance of not being a doormat, but also being of service and showing up for humanity, putting your body, your physical needs, the things that you need first, okay, and then helping the entire collective. When I say emotions are high, I stopped to get gas yesterday, and this woman was losing her shit because there was no gas at the gas pump. Like when I say she was losing it, she was losing it, okay? Mercury and Aries. There could also be, things that happen to the head. There could be, accidents that take place. And if you do not want the past coming back around with this Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, I highly suggest you block it. All right? Let's see. Give me a card. What is the energy for today? Give me one card, please. Be mindful of sneaky shit. Especially when it comes to communication with the past. Be mindful of sneaky shit. Okay, it does feel that way. Especially with the Sun, Neptune at the final degrees. Okay, we got just a couple more weeks before Neptune moves into Aries. And then it's going to be like, that illusion's gone. Completely. So, things might look a little better than what they are when it comes to people, when it comes to relationships. But when Neptune goes into Aries, you're going to be able to see clearly. All right? Okay. I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well. And I'll be back for another update soon. Bye.